Hi guys, welcome to Pacemaker Diaries. It's been a while since I've actually updated you guys. I updated towards obviously people that love professional wrestling, what is going on from everything towards obviously what's planned towards obviously that very channel. That you can actually see my vlog from For Love of Wrestling 2022 or For Love of Wrestling 2, whatever you want to class it as. Quite honestly, it was an enjoyable experience yet again. Obviously, I've done a vlog for that, and obviously, I'm currently rendering that on the software. So I hope within the next 24 hours, I'll actually have that uploaded over on my main wrestling channel. So if you want to watch that, you're more than welcome to. Keep in mind, it's over 3 hours long. It would have been a hell of a lot longer because I had to downsize it to obviously what I could want to use and what not to use. But I just want to say to you guys is that video was a painstaking and a half to choose what I wanted to use. It would have been roughly about, I think the final product, if I put it uncut, it would have been, may have been about 9 hours long. You know, because I got just carried away this time round. And obviously, Lisa, if you are watching this, just want to say I did remember to vlog. It's a running joke since obviously For Love of Wrestling 1 because I completely forgot to vlog day 1 because I was hungover. Yes, I was hungover, but it came to day 2, but it was a lot better experience. I just want to say with Monopoly events, I can't thank you enough for making me meeting my heroes and literally meet my friends that are all dotted around the United Kingdom. We're all in one big happy family, and we've all basically, I just want to say now, I'm looking forward to booking my entrance tickets for Love of Wrestling 3, which is happening next year, but it's in Manchester this time round. So with that said, I just want to say to you guys that I've already booked my hotel. That's how eager I am. I know, but as this is being recorded, tickets go on sale in an hour's time for the whole entire. I don't know if it's the platinum passes or just the early bird tickets. I just want to say to you guys is that either way, that I'm hoping to get my entrance tickets sorted on next payday because quite honestly I am brass broke. I'm not saying that by the way because I didn't save enough as I thought I would have because of obviously you would see in the vlog. But quite honestly, from travelling there was actually a great experience. Obviously, you'll see that in the vlog. The hotel that I stopped at, absolutely fantastic. I really, really enjoyed that hotel, and so on and so on and so on. Obviously, I had problems with the ticket office situation with the tickets. They're investigating some of my autographs, and basically one of my photo ops went missing, and they're investigating that for Monopoly events. Are looking into that right now as we speak, so I'm hoping to get reimbursed. And honestly guys, this weekend I'm reflecting it now, and literally it's currently as this recording it's Tuesday, and that's how much of a time I've actually had, and I'm really looking forward to going next year already. I've got a nice cheap hotel room for myself or my friend. If my friend doesn't come, it doesn't matter. But I just want to say to you guys is that I got a good deal on it. It was like 3 nights in a nice hotel, 3.2 miles away from the next place's venue next year. And I got it for £182 for 3 nights. 3 nights at that price. So if my mate does come along, he's paying half, obviously. So it's even cheaper. So overall, what I got is pretty much an extended amount of stack here. Feels thicker than it is because I don't actually need. Basically, I'm hoping I get to use these 8x10s that I didn't get to use. I'm hoping they get some of the names booked for obviously next year's, but I'll keep them handy anyway. But Monopoly events, I just want to say to you guys is I feel like a recycle centre because the amount of pamphlets I've got basically from your photo ops. I'm just looking at the corner of my eye as I'm recording this. My vlog is actually being rendered on the software. So the photo ops first I will be doing. Just want to actually say I've just been busy working, that's why I've not been making any videos. It's just took a lot out of me making videos, but I like making videos as and when I can, so I hope you understand that. That's the principle why I've not made any. So I met Earl Hebner, great referee, great person. Got chatting to him, I just says, you're a lovely. I just want to actually say, referees, I feel like they should be acknowledged a lot more than they actually do get, because they help the picture of professional wrestling. Even if it's just the athletes, just by the facial expressions or just the body movement, etc., that the referees do, not just for the 3 count or the 2 count or the kick out or the rope break or anything like that. You help paint the picture more on the same level as the professional wrestlers that are in the ring, and he was actually humbled by my opinion towards that. So it's actually fantastic to finally meet him properly. I met him at TNA's fan interaction back in 2000. I think it was 13 or 14. I can't remember which. I think it was 2013. I think it was 2014 when I first went to a house show. Obviously, that vlog is long gone because of Google messing with my shit as normal. Then I had a photo op with Candice, but didn't put all the photos in order, so I do apologise. So I had a photo with Candice Michelle, ex-Playboy model for when she was in the WWE Divas. Quite honestly, it actually turned out really fantastic. Now, to be honest, they took it 4 times. Actually, I couldn't believe it because they thought the lighting was a bit off and everything. That's how much passionate the photographers are at Monopoly events. If it doesn't look right to them, they'll retake it until they're happy. But the funny thing was, they went straight to print, so I ended up with 4 prints, well, sort of different lightings, but I couldn't tell by my eyes. Me and Candice were like laughing and joking in between takes, not at the photographer, just saying, I guess they just want perfection. Oh, I broke the camera, and she went, no, it's me that broke the camera and everything. It was an enjoyable experience just having that alone with Candice. There's the one of the other ones. See what I mean? You cannot hardly tell the difference. I do apologise about the glare. Oh yeah, just to let you know. I did vlog on my mobile phone, majority of it, but I did actually use this camera. Sometimes I feel like it didn't pick up the audio as great, which was its downfall. But it is what it is. Then I met the Genius, aka Lanny Poffo. A great person to actually meet. He's very chatty. He was down to earth, a bit hyperactive at times, but quite honestly, it's funny. There's another one of the Candice ones, one of 4 that I actually was lucky enough to get. See what I mean? I can't tell any difference. You probably can't tell any difference, but then I met the Nasty Boys, one of my favourite tag teams of the, I would say, the 90s. Random conversation we actually had. We were talking about, I think it was Sags that was actually talking about it. You wouldn't thought, looking at Sags, talking about British tea. We're going a full-blown conversation on British tea. You know, I don't. The thing is, when I meet these wrestlers, I thank them for what they've done. I don't say, "Oh, my favourite matches" or etc. like that. I do thank them for everything they've done and entertain me, help me go through my depression, anxiety. Before I was actually a public wrestling fan, if you know what I mean, here on YouTube. and obviously meeting friends, etc., like that are helps into it. That's the whole idea when I joined social media, to hopefully get my voice heard. But I never thought I'd actually make friends from this, and I can't thank the friends that I've actually made from obviously signings, towards obviously conventions, towards obviously making YouTube videos. You know, the great people, and you would see how great we are on the vlog. Yeah, we did get steaming though, guys. So there is quite funny moments towards obviously the end of night. Well, day one of the convention, but day two for me. There's the other one. See what I mean? There's the fourth one. I can't see any issues whatsoever. You know, they didn't like the shadow in the back. I think that's what it was. I would expect Candice to be the picky one, not in a bad way, but if you know what I mean, you know, people want to look professional on camera. But I'm not complaining. I end up with 4 prints, and I'll decide whichever one I want framed. Then I met Mickey James. We got talking. I was like, standard thing. Was like saying thanks ever so much for what you've done for the wrestling industry. And then I got to talk about LJ, a Wrestling Girls podcast, Gore TV, etc. You know, LJ that appeared on one of my podcasts. I couldn't thank Mickey James for giving her that big break, you know, because I knew full well she was behind it, and quite honestly, Ella puts a lot of heart and soul into her stuff. Look her up on Instagram, a Wrestling Girls podcast. It's different because she, as far as I could recall, she only interviews like female wrestlers, and that's pretty good because obviously women needs to be credited where it is and how it is. I got a photo with Lillian Garcia. To me personally, it was an interesting one because I don't think I could stand on the other side because she wants a good side. It's not that a bad thing as it sounds, but I'm trying to say this in a politer way. I've noticed with when it comes to meeting certain people in the when you have photo shoots and everything, I've had this in the past as well. They always like to have their good side photo taken, and which they've actually had taken through obviously their whole entire career. So that's why they've actually been used to having that sort of side. I'm not complaining about it, but look at me. Look at me. I don't have no good side. Only the generous heart that's in my system. But yeah, sorry about the glare, guys. But as I'm recording this, but I've met Lynn Garcia. Then I met Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. Absolute fantastic, as you'll see in the vlog. He didn't mind me recording him. I asked him how the journey was and everything, and how much I've been hearing, how much Andy has looked after you guys and everything. But guys, I just want to say to you guys, I let him have one of my pens because he raved about it so much. Luckily enough, I bought 3. That's why you always buy 3, just in case any wrestlers or whoever you meet at conventions, etc., end up nicking your pen. He was grateful for me for doing that because obviously the pens that he was using starting to dry up and then crisp up. He was the first person to actually use the pen, so I thought, you know what, it'd be nice, I'll give him one. I gave it off camera, then we got talking when the queue sort of died down. I just want to say Monopoly Events handled my condition really well. Obviously, as people know, that's why it's called Pacemaker Diaries, because I had a disability wristband. I'm not saying because I was disabled or out like that, guys, but they class that as a health risk sort of thing, which I can't fault them enough because some of the queues were just stupidly long on like the Sunday, weren't as much on certain people, but the main people that people wanted to see, like Bray Wyatt for instance, I just literally got straight to the front of the kit. Met Braun Strowman, super nice guy, very chatty, fantastic. Sadly, on day 2, I didn't get that much interaction towards obviously the wrestlers, because I'm just saying this, and I just want to say to you guys that I didn't mean this in a bad way to highlight it. I said they were all drunk because I meant to say I'm still possibly drunk on this. That was basically what I was trying to say to myself. But it came out wrong. I didn't realise how it came out. Basically, the handlers that were doing the signings, they were like saying, "Oh no, video recording at tables." But I've seen people do it. I've seen the staff actually help them. So the staff were picking and choosing who they wanted to help. But I'm not being funny. If you go by yourself, it's hard work. It's hard work bad enough that my friends were actually offering me to help and the staff wouldn't let them. But technically, in a way, I meant to have someone with me, if you know what I mean, because I suffer with blackouts, Hokum's disease, and everything. They weren't that considerate. But the thing is, the staff were picking and choosing who they wanted to help. I don't mind, because I can understand them being tired or stressed and everything. But their excuse was, it may hog up the queues. What queues were there on Sunday's tables? But I digress on that, because I got there early enough and so on. But it is what it is. You'll see the end result at some point on YouTube. Then met Bo Dallas, absolutely fantastic guy, very chatty. I'm glad when I show you the 8x10 that he actually had on his table. I couldn't find anything. I literally said to him I wanted something unique for you to sign, but I looked high and low, but everything that I actually seen online, including Bray Wyatt sort of thing, and yeah, I could get wrestling figures, but I don't want to start collecting them. I'm not one of those avid fans. I know a lot of people that are into wrestling figures. I'm not disrespecting them. Big shouts out to AJWF here on YouTube. Good friend of mine. He collects them. I wanted something unique for each guest to get signed, sort of thing. And couldn't, like Bo Dallas, prime example. I couldn't find a decent enough thing to symbolise his wrestling career. And everything that I wanted for certain guests, etc. That's why I still buy 8x10s, is because they're all imported from America, and I don't want to pay like £40 on top of the item to actually get shipped to the United Kingdom. It's worse now we're out of the EU, makes it a lot harder to get stuff in, and if we get import fees, and something is stupid. Like I was talking to a friend of mine called James. He got something imported once and he paid like £70 for it when it used to be like £15. I didn't want to have that stress and that risk. But it is what it is, guys. Okay? I swear I do need a new unit at some point. I've been stressing this when I've been collecting Blu-rays. Then met Tori Wilson. Lovely woman. When I was at her table, I'll talk about that in a moment. She was obviously, when I was saying I was chatting to him, it weren't actually at the photo shoot thing. I was literally at the table. But yeah. Then I met Trish Stratus. Lovely woman. Her queue was stupidly long both days because she was interacting with them. Even if any little kids come to see her and everything, she talked to them as a person, not as a wrestling fan, you know, and so that's what I mean. It's just mind blowing. MJF, fantastic guy. You know, he's a 24-hour gimmick. If you meet him, you get what you pay for. He can be rude, obnoxious, crude. He's getting what you pay for. If you are gonna complain about the way he is, don't bother meeting him, because it is what it is. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn from New Age Outlaws, part of D Generation X. Absolutely fantastic guys. They made me laugh so much. I was having a laugh with Billy Gunn about how he spelled my name wrong. It was like, before you mentioned it, I knew who you was as soon as I saw you in the queue, which is flabbergasting as it is, and quite honestly, absolutely phenomenal too. It made me laugh. They were literally. I wouldn't mind to go to an evening with the New Age Outlaws, but long as it's not overpriced. And that's me being honest because them two are funny. Even MJF, I wouldn't mind seeing an evening with, and the other people that I've met as well. You know, because I would love to hear stories. IRS Onar Shyster, I know he's getting on a bit, but he's actually a fantastic guy. Lovely person. Everyone I met was fantastic. Especially this woman here, Medusa, aka Alundra Blaze. Alundra Blaze, I just want to say, I was too drained to say it in person, but I basically posted this on Instagram, and obviously what I wanted to say to her, she's actually seen it and she's liked what I've actually said. The reason why I'm into women's wrestling today is because of this woman right here. You know, if you want to see these pictures properly, they're on my Instagram page at Gavinots. Right. Start with the autograph, shall we? Apart from this one, I want to get signed, but obviously the autograph's gone missing. Monopoly events are looking into it as we speak. Everyone done the pens a world of good. It doesn't show much on camera because of the glossy folder that I've got it in, but I've got Londra Blaze's autograph there. The original print I didn't like. I was literally looking high and low for pretty much. How to put it? One with a title. That came out really nice. I do apologise about the glare. You'll see in the vlog where she says, "Would you like me to address it to you personally?" I was like, "Do whatever you want. You're a legend." And then she literally put, "To Gavin, love you, Tori Wilson, Hall of Fame, WWE 2019." Then I got Bo Dallas. It doesn't show much on camera, but it is there. As I even said to him, I'm glad this image was on your table because obviously I respect your NXT run leading up to the champion, including obviously when you was in Florida Championship Wrestling, and he was like, "Oh, you watched that?" And everything. Fair enough. And then I'm hoping it shows up good. Then I got New Age Outlaws actually signing the 10. I wouldn't mind it if it was in Degeneration X green, but I didn't actually have a mark of that colour. I couldn't get a hold of one at a reasonable price. I'm currently looking at this rendering and I'm still on night 2. So the clips from the Tyson Fury fight. That's the part where they're up to on this. Well, that was rendering, but I digress on that. So that means that day 2's nearly up. Oh god, it's nearly up to the bloody when we're pissed as a fart, including myself. You'll find this vlog probably boring, but I enjoyed putting it together. But anyway, I digress on that. But everyone that used my pen, Billy Gunn and Road Dogg signed that perfectly. It's quite funny. I would have loved to have had the interaction with these guys and everyone, but it's just annoying that I didn't get that much footage. The only ones I did get footage was on day 1 is MJF, Bray Wyatt, and Tori Wilson. They're the only ones I actually got footage of. and I've spent a lot of money on this trip. If people do host the conventions, they already know. Lillian Garcia, she signed it to Gavin. You're awesome. Oh, she actually put much love. I've only tweaked onto that right now. Much love, Lillian Garcia. I love her signature because the way she signed it looks like a love art. It's very unique. Then I got something more sentimental. I think this is, if I recall, this is when Candice actually won the women's title for the first time. So it was a Great American Bash. I can't remember which one it was. Anyone that knows, please leave a comment. I'm not an encyclopedia. I do not sponge for information, but obviously people would actually see. But it came out really nice with that gold pen. Absolutely beautiful. And she actually put, instead of, I think she put love art instead. Oh, she did put two. That's why I love when signatures look like a work of art. It's just genius. Then I got a recent picture of Mickey James signed to me. And Earl Hebner signed that. I didn't get a photo with Tonka because, long story short, this was the print that I actually wanted to get signed when I first ever met him, and I've still had it in my collection to get ready to obviously get signed. And it did get signed eventually, and literally I personally thanked him for obviously the backstory that he told me of this picture, even though I remember watching it on Monday Night Raw as a young child back in 1993. I was going to say 2003 then, I do apologise. And I remember watching it as a kid, and he asked me where did I actually get this picture from. I said to him by fluke that I actually found it online. I know I printed it off myself. He says it's a good picture, very good picture. I still to this day can't remember where I actually found it, to be honest. I think it was online. Obviously I used to have a go-to guy on eBay, and I sent him the picture to obviously get printed, but he's no longer around, so obviously I've got to print them off myself, and I'm not complaining about that because I'll find good pictures for next year to get done. So it's really nice to actually hear a backstory about that. We were talking about 20 minutes. So you just imagine if my vlog was uncut and all the table footage that I didn't get was actually added into it. Imagine how long the vlog would have been. I think about possibly 9, maybe 10 hours long. You know, that's how much interaction I actually had with some of the guests, obviously on the Sunday mainly, towards obviously getting the signatures then. So, Braun Strowman doesn't show much up because obviously the glare, but yeah. Lanny Poffo is one of the hardest people to actually get a print of, or a decent picture. I did have a picture, but I don't know where I've actually put that because obviously it's been like push back, you know, the event and everything, but got one off Lanny's table. Then the Nasty Boys, I got one off the table. I didn't use my own because obviously I've been looking high and low for one with them with the titles, which is actually fantastic. I've actually got one now. And then got Trish Stratus there. So obviously I got talking to her about obviously when I first met her back in 03 towards the Road to Interaction. She did a vignette package, obviously the UK tour sort of thing. She did something at the Nottingham Castle by fluke. I was actually up there, obviously just chilling when obviously you could get it for free. Now you're spending a fucking stupid amount of money just to get in the castle now. And she actually remembered me, and just think there was no decent. I don't think there was even camera phones out back then, unless just think how far we've come in technology in 03. I think in No, I don't think there was any decent camera phones. If there was any, tell me down below if there was. But digital cameras was so bad resolution, you used to have to get those films developed the old school way. I think digital cameras you were looking enough. I think it was about 2 or 3 megapixel. Look how far we've come now. I'm filming on a mobile phone as well as obviously I took pictures on a mobile phone. MJF. Then I got Bray Wyatt. I think that was the first time he won the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber. I don't recall, but I know some mark will actually correct me. Sorry, fellow wrestling fan will correct me. I got Mark stuck in my head because of MJF now. I'm a Mark too, and I'm proud of it. But that's my recent haul. So I hope you enjoyed that long ass video. And this is one's over 30 minutes, so God forbid when you do sit through the whole vlog, but I hope you do sit through the whole vlog when it is up. I hope within the next 24 hours. Guys, I really do, because I put my heart into that. You know, from the intro that took me months to make to obviously the final product, like filming it. I'm not one of these people that didn't want to film it or felt like I had to. I did it because I wanted to include you guys. And that's me being honest. But massive thank you to you guys tuning in today, and obviously a massive thank you to every single one that either talked to me at the venue or basically interacted with me to obviously where we got plastered, completely drunk. You know, end of the day, I had fun this past weekend. I've now rested up. It's took me that long, you know, to rest up and obviously do this. And I'm literally looking forward to seeing your guys' reaction to that. And obviously, keep subscribed, keep this channel alive. If it weren't for you guys, I would not be making content. This is Pacemaker Diaries. To you guys on here, to people that are going to be watching my vlog that's over on my Gavai Knots channel, please check it out when I do upload it. If you are a fan of professional wrestling, hit the subscribe button over on that channel as well as obviously this channel. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm just doing this because I love wrestling and I love making videos as and when I can. I'm not constantly every single day these days. But guys, catch you guys later.